Hello, so I'm just gonna make a quick video talking about some things that are gonna come to mind. Or I don't know, just things I've been thinking about. And it's basically the idea that I don't know what I wanna do in my life. Like I know I like learning things, I like listening to Jordan Peterson lectures, I like drawing, I like philosophy, I like art, I like doing a lot of things, I like reading, but I'm not specifically good at one thing to be able to master it almost. It's like my interests are so widespread. It's like I also play football, I like sport, and I just seem to be doing a whole lot of things but with no real meaning or no real coherent narrative to my life. It's just, yeah, I guess a little bit of nihilism. I don't know, because I can't just do the things I like doing, but that's what I want to do. I do the things that I feel drawn to doing. My favourite thing to do is to listen to Jordan Peterson lecture, because I find that the things that he talks about are extremely interesting. And if I could just spend the rest of my life studying what he studies, then I'd really like that. But in order to be able to do something like that, I'd have to be able to do good in my A levels, and which I doubt will happen, because I don't know, I just get distracted and I feel like I'm being productive, but then I'm not. So I've got my philosophy mock exam tomorrow, and like I've done revision sheets on all the different topics, but I haven't gone over it. Almost, I haven't like gone back over it to revise it. I've just I guess I've tricked myself into thinking that I've been more productive than I have, and now it's sort of hit me that okay, you're probably not gonna do very good in this exam. Because it's basically a 2 hour exam, and I've got to write 3 essays in that 2 hour period. Or is it 2 essays? I think it's three. 40 minutes each. 40, 80, 120. 3 essays in 2 hours. And it's on ethics, and I find ethics quite interesting. I know I've made some natural law revision videos on here and some metaethics revision videos. But I guess it's just recalling it, and being able to write about it adequately, and I want to do good. I don't feel like I've revised enough to be able to do good, and I know that's my fault, and I have to accept that. I feel like I'm capable of doing good, it's just I just don't do enough. I just don't take enough responsibility, or I don't take things seriously enough to be able to, I guess, succeed or fulfill my potential almost. I'm fulfilling my potential at the minute, but only to the level that I'm allowing myself to be fulfilled. It's like I'm doing, I'm getting as much as I give basically. I put in small amounts of effort. I don't get a lot in return. I want, and that's my fault. I don't know. Perhaps I'm being overly pessimistic about it, but I feel that's going to be the case. I don't think I'm going to get a good grade in these trial exams. I did my sociology one today, and I did first year philosophy one today as well, which wasn't necessarily compulsory, but I did it anyway. And it was basically on the teleological argument, and it's an argument for the existence of God. And I don't know, when I was writing it, I just couldn't find any coherence to my thought formulations. It's like I'd have ideas about the topic, and I know what I want to write, and then I'd start writing a sentence, and it's like halfway through the paragraph, it's like I'd forget the point of it, and it felt so significant when I'd start writing about the point, and like I was gonna be able to take it somewhere, but it just like collapsed, and I just know it wasn't a good essay, and maybe it's just practice. Maybe I just need to practice writing them more, and yeah, because I know the purpose is important. And I don't feel like it's something I have much of right now. I know I keep saying to myself it's going to be college, and it should be college, but there's a big difference between saying something and actually acting it out, or believing something and actually playing it out in reality, or believing something and saying something, because you can say something that's ideologically true, that you, or that perhaps you wish to be true of yourself, and you portray yourself in this hero light. It's like, okay, well, you say the right thing at the right time, or you say the right, you know what to say to please people, or you know what to say to please yourself, but it's not necessarily true. It's not necessarily how things actually are in reality. It's like, I feel like I probably bullshit myself a lot in that way, but I feel like a lot of people do. But then again, it's not about a lot of people, but maybe we should take into account what other people do also, because they're also humans, and perhaps we can learn something about them. Perhaps it teaches us not to be so harsh on ourselves, because other people also are humanly, are perhaps inept in many ways, in that we're not perfect, we're not able to always do the right thing, or know what the right thing to do is, and that's okay, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try, and that doesn't mean we shouldn't take responsibility for our experience, and it doesn't mean that we should just fall into a pit of nihilism where everything's meaningless, which I do quite a lot. Not so much anymore. I feel like I'm trying to combat that, and it's probably from watching Jordan Peterson and yeah, just some conversations I have with friends and teachers at college. It's like, yeah, nihilism doesn't work. Because the world, especially in the modern day, seems intrinsically meaningless. There doesn't seem to be a truth to it, or a narrative of which we can live our lives by, like some sort of tradition. It's like that's going away. That we have postmodernism, where basically truth is relative. We create our own reality, and that and like Jordan Peterson says, that leads to an incline in a wish, or a longing for totalitarian government, or yeah, I can't remember the other thing he said it leads to, but okay, that's the video's gonna cut out in like 9 seconds. So thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed, then leave a like, subscribe, and yeah. Bye.